All right, we've got the R-366 turned on now. Listening to the AM broadcast band. This is band E.
November 11th. To maybe win around. The Romney people very pleased. Too early for any party. There are some folks still in D.C.
Very hot, very hot. Let's check out the selectivity control.
Democrats got to outlaw abortion or make it abortion on demand, then you get more people out. And so I think those are knee-jerk reaction issues that get people to turn out. Don't necessarily have any legs to do anything about once they get into power.
Do you agree? Yeah, a lot of that stuff is campaign motivated. But, yeah, it's really a lot of background.
Tone control.
If you're doing a campaign, you don't really pay a lot.
This thing will absolutely blow you out of the room. And we can go up to, well, let's see here. There's band A, band B. It's around 9.5 megahertz. Let's see what's on the ham bands. Some CW. So we'll switch over to oh, it sounds good. Check out this thing. Very nice. Now we've got a dimmer control. Dim those lights down, back up. And we've got a headphone jack with a spring-loaded cover. This is our phasing control for the selectivity. Your noise limiter. Let's see if we can hear anything here. Cuts it down some. And this is your dial lock. Tighten her up like this. Can't move. Back up to the top here. I like having that schematic up here on top of the shield. You can see the these big things here are your turrets for your different sections of the receiver. Here's your oscillator turret. Here's your mixer, RF. We got two RF amplifiers, 6BA6, another 6BA6 RF amp, then your mixer and your 6C4 oscillator. Then it's got the IF, the second IF, and then, like I said, it's got your push-pull audio output. That's why it's so hot. It's got two RF amplifiers in the front end.
Second round of elections held this past Sunday, November the 4th, in 13 provinces of the country, this according to the National Electoral Commission. In all, over 895,000 votes were cast. passed, which stands for 88.31% of eligible. A total of 14,281 delegates have thus far been elected
There you have it.
to occupy local government offices in the country, who will
ESPEY
join still to be elected in the
R-366.
constituencies in the eastern provinces of Holguín, Las Tunas.
Now here's the bottom of the ESPEY with its covers on. There's 3 covers, and this one is ventilated. This is where your power supply and audio and all that is, so it needs a little ventilation, I guess. These screws are, you turn them a quarter of a turn and they lock, so they're real easy to get off. All you got to do is just take a screwdriver, turn about a quarter of a turn, and first thing you know, you got this section off. So it's very accessible. This is the under chassis view of the ESPEY R-366. And notice the quality of the construction is absolutely amazing. There are no paper capacitors to worry about. Oil filled, mica. Check out this resistor. This is a 16 watt it looks like a, I don't know if that's non-inductive or what, but it is a beauty. This is the center of the chassis. Notice the early circuit boards there. This is your tuning capacitor. And down here is your front end and IF. Right here is where your speaker feeds out. It's got 8 ohms and 600 ohm outputs on it. It comes out through this really big connector back here. There's your AC power. Here's the upper chassis with the cover removed from the turret. This is really unusual. It reminds me of the old TV tuners back in the tube type days. But inside here, now this is your oscillator turret, and there's a coil and a capacitor that you can adjust for each band to do your alignment. And these contacts are connected to those coils and capacitors, and they are grounded by these fingers on this side and over here on this side as you rotate the turret. So that's how you change bands. Now this is your mixer coils, and then you go back into your RF coils back here, and they're all adjustable. The alignment on this thing is fairly close. And here's the neat thing. If you want to do the alignment, here's your tool. I don't know if you can see this, but you take this wing nut loose, and it lets you take this this thing. It looks like a gear with a like a handle on it. And anyway, you take that loose, and it's got kind of a hole in the middle with a hex-shaped hole, and that fits over these nuts on the end of each of these coils. So you can just take it and kind of do a ratchet thing with it to align it. And not only that, but here's your tools. These are Allen wrenches for the knobs. You got a small one and a large one for the two different size Allen wrenches. And over here is your this is your bandwidth control right here for your selectivity, and this is your IF stage back here. Here's your power supply section, filter capacitors, 5R4 rectifier, voltage regulator tube. Here's your your filter choke over here, and this is your audio output transformer, and there's your push-pull 6AQ5 audio system, and there's your audio drivers down here. Your band changing is done by this knob on the front, band switch, and that turns this gear. This is all mounted in this huge it's like cast iron contraption here. And this monster gear right here actually turns the rotor. I'll turn it for you. Now you hear that clicking sound. That is a micro switch, and that micro switch mutes the receiver while you're changing bands. So once you get to the band position, it locks the turret in, and you can hear that click. And that's located back in here. So that completes the tour of the top of the chassis.